never stops. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the
All right, everybody. Artist on record. Breaking news. Today is April 22nd, 2025. Right now, the time is 1:17 Pacific Standard Time. Some people might get upset with Pacific Standard Time, but this is the news right now. Roy Thomas Baker, legendary producer, has passed away at the age of 78 years old. If you're tuning in right now, this is the news. Roy Thomas Baker has died at the age of 78. Thomas Baker made a lot of great music, a legend in rock and roll. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the fans. That's you, his family, and of course, rest in peace. Now, man has a lot of stories here. Roy Thomas Baker, the London born producer, his career began in the early 70s. And he had passed away at his home in Lake Havasu, Arizona. And that's from his publicist right here. And we'll talk about some acts that Roy had worked with. But in the meantime, before we get there, make sure you post your comments, you talk to me. And if you missed this live, shame on you. Hit that notifications button so you're here with me and I could chat with you and you're a part of my show, our show. And if you missed it, post your comments down below. Let's start a conversation. What is your favorite album from Roy Thomas Baker, and how has it changed your life? I want to know. But right now, yeah, he had passed away at the age of 78 years old. So be grateful that you're still here because life is short. All righty. Yeah, we're going to remember this man today. Who's here in the chat with us? Let's point up here. Over here, Mitch Weissman is here. Loved his work. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Tara. Good to see you guys here. Yeah, sad day in rock and roll, kids. It's a sad day. Worked with many greats. Queen was one of the best ones, and the Cars right there. There's a picture of the Cars right there. Some say Roy was a little hard to work with. He did some touch-up work over here on the Motley Crue times as well. That's the Too Fast for Love album. Roy worked with a lot of great artists. During his time, he Elektra signed artists like Metallica, Simply Red, Yellow. Remember Yellow? 10,000 Maniacs. Baker had also worked with artists Guns N' Roses, Alice Cooper, Foreigner, Pilot. Remember them? Ozzy Osbourne, Devo, and Dusty Springfield. I could go on. The list goes on. Cheap Trick. He has a great picture of him with Alice Cooper right here to share with you guys. Baker is best known. His best work is with Queen. That's right. I thought I had a picture here and I didn't upload it. Shame on me. But what I do have here is a great book, and you'll see a lot of pictures of Roy in this book. This is a book that I got sent from me, and right here, this is Queen, Night at the Opera, 50 years. Author is Gillian Gaar. I'll put links how you could get this. It's a nice piece. Look at that with the gold. I'll put links for that for you guys. Night at the Opera. I think that's something that Roy worked on too. You guys know about that. But anyway, if you're tuning in right now, legendary producer Roy Thomas Baker has passed away. He actually worked with Frank Zappa too, to name a few, if I'm not mistaken here. And really quick, he began his career at Decca Records at the age of 14 years old, and he worked as an assistant engineer at Morgan Studios, where he worked Tony Visconti, Mick Jagger and the Stones, and Keith Richards, Frank Zappa, as well as he recording artists such as the Rolling Stones, David Bowie, The Who, Nazareth, Santana. Did I say Frank Zappa? But I didn't say the Mothers of Invention. A lot of cool acts. And then after that, co-founding Neptune, Trident's record company, Baker met the rock band Queen. That's when he began his working relationship that lasted for 5 albums. Queen, Queen 2, Sheer Heart Attack, A Night at the Opera, and Jazz. A number of awards, including the Grammy Awards and the Guinness World Records for the hit song Bohemian Rhapsody. Following his successes with Queen and other artists, Baker signed a multi-album production deal with CBS. Then he proceeded to move to the U.S. and set up RTB Audio Visual Productions. He had an office in New York and Los Angeles, and that's where he started working with bands like Journey, Reggie Knighton from the Grassroots, Ian Hunter and Ronnie Wood of the Stones. He went on to produce 4 albums for the Cars after being promoted to Elektra Records. And I think I had a picture of the Cars right here. Let's put that up there, right there. Shit, my Queen picture up there. I'm really upset, but this is what happens when you're live. I'm just trying to get this out for you guys to break this sad breaking news. And from there, he was Grammy nominated with the Cars. He was offered the post as the senior vice president of artist repertoire, A&R. Yeah, that's right, for Elektra Records. He worked with artists like Lindsey Buckingham, Motley Crue, and our friend Jolyn Turner. And Dokken. We got to get a comment from Don Dokken over here. Dokken is a friend of the show right here. I'll put a clip here. You can watch some episodes of Don right up here or after here. But yeah, he worked with Dokken. Dokken, a lot of great songs. Roy had an ear for music, that's for sure. And he also went on to work with 10,000 Maniacs. What a great band. But then he worked with artists like Guns N' Roses, Alice Cooper, Foreigner, like I told you earlier, The Stranglers, Dusty Springfield, Cheap Trick, a whole bunch of greats. His death was announced today from his publicist, April 22nd, 2025. And he had passed away at the age of 78 years old. I know a lot of you guys have his music in your record collection. The man, the legend. Some say he was hard to work with. Maybe some say he wasn't, but a man with that much talent, how could you not be hard to work with, you know? But in this moment, I'm here to tell you the sad breaking news. I am Stefan. Let's see who's here. I want to hear from you. Come on. If I say anything wrong, correct me. That's what you're here for. If I spelled anything wrong, correct me. At least hopefully I put the right age that he passed away. That'd be pretty bad if I didn't. Who's here? Hey, William, how you doing? I first heard of him when I picked up the 1982 Devo album. Oh, no, it's Devo. See, I don't think I mentioned Devo. So, William, thank you for that comment right there. And Mitch, I liked his work with Cheap Trick. Yeah, I think that, Tara, you're right. What an incredible roster he had. Absolutely. So, Mitch likes to work with Cheap Trick, right? William likes the Devo. Who else is here in the chat? Tell me the records you enjoy besides Queen and the obvious. What else? I want to know. Did I mention he worked with Steve Perry too? I think he worked on Steve Perry's solo record, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, you'll correct me. But yeah. Let's see. Am I wrong? Journey's first 2 albums with Steve Perry. Okay. It was his first 2 albums. Okay. Infinity and 1979's Evolution. Okay, so it wasn't a solo. See, I correct myself right out the gate before you guys. He was born in London, Hampstead, London, and started his music career at 14 years old. Think about that. He engineered at Trident Studios. He worked with Tony Visconti, legendary producer. Love to get him on the show. Known for T-Rex and David Bowie. Also was married to May Pang. Anyway, this is the news today. Those albums are great. See, Tara? That's right. And among his early... Tara, did you know this one? He also was an engineer on Freeze, All Right Now, and T-Rex's 1972 single, Bang a Gong, Get It On. That I didn't know he was on that one. So there you go. I just learned something right now. But, of course, you cannot. The legendary Queen 2, she had a heart attack, all that great stuff. Queen's drummer Roger Taylor said that Baker brought a certain amount of discipline, passion to the work of Queen. So there you go. Roy Thomas Baker, thank you for the great music. Rest in peace. And again, our condolences to your friends, your family, and of course, you, the fans who love his music. Okay. In the meantime, this is the news in rock. I am Steph, and you guys are all beautiful. Make sure you check out this great book right here. I'll put links for this. Rock Royalty. This is Queen, 50 years. Check it out. Comes in a beautiful case. It's all gold right there. Beautiful. It's still in the shrink wrap I have here, but you'll love it. Gillian Gaar, great author. Look at that. It's embroidered right there, and you can feel it. Maybe you want it. Maybe I'll give this away as a contest. We'll show a contest, and I'll give this away to some lucky viewer there. So make sure you subscribe. And what I'll do is on this episode, we'll do a raffle and shake, rattle, and roll, and then I'll call out a name. So in the comments down below, you know what? Post your name. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be looking for that. And we'll do a live show. Next time we go live, we'll pick your name out of the hat and I will send this book to you. Why not? All righty. As long as you're here in the United States, I'm not sending a disclaimer to out of the country. All right. Mail's expensive, but I'll send this to you. If you do win, if you want to win it from out of the country, you pay for the postage. But I'm going to send this to somebody. So let's write sub in the comments. We'll send this to you. A gift from me and Roy Thomas Baker, the memory. Let's keep it alive. I want to share it with you. In the meantime, I am Stefan. Thanks for being here. It's only rock and roll. And remember, who loves you, baby? We do. And our condolences to the great Roy Thomas Baker. Thank you for what you have done. Until then, everybody, stay beautiful. We love you. Okay? And at this time, if you have any more questions, talk to each other in the comments below. I'm out of here. Mwah. And that's the news today in rock.